Hello! And today we're here for another TBR video, for another readathon, and as you can see from my outfit, it is a Harry Potter based readathon. Readathon. Did I say readathon weirdly? Yeah, of course. I'm talking about the 2019 Hogwarts house battles. So it was created by Kitty, bookmarked, or should I say Sweezel Monster 1, or also House Battles. The link to the Twitter will be linked down below, etc, etc. You know, the usual. So let's just jump into the readathon information. So it is a 1 month long readathon, so the entire month of September. So lots of books, lots of romps. So no way I will read them all, but let's just figure out my TBR because there is one I still don't know which one I should read, so you're gonna have to help me on that. I mean, you don't have to, you can. Like, please. First we have Alchemy, New Forms, blah blah blah. For that it's easy, we just have to read a book recommended by a friend. And I have friends here. You are my friends. And some of you really recommended lots of books. So I had to pick one. And it is Vicious by V. Schwab. I don't know what it is about, but it has been recommended to me by so many people. It is V. Schwab, and V. Schwab apparently is a queen here in the YA world. So I'm gonna give that book a try, and it sounds interesting, and it has been on my TBR for such a long time that I hopefully will get to it this time. Then it's Apparition, Teleportation. You have to read a book in public. I'm not really a fan of that. Like, I don't read in public, except if you consider my living room public, because there are other people in the living room. But what is the closer to that is actually when I'm listening to an audiobook in my car, because I'm in the street, stuck in traffic, with lots of people around me. So I will say that that fits the prompt. Like, it is reading in public. And for that I'm gonna pick City of Ghosts by V. Schwab. Yes, another V. Schwab. This one is a middle grade book, so it should be easy to read it. And I checked on script. It is an audiobook on script. So hopefully I will listen to that while I'm stuck in traffic. Because I'm always stuck in traffic, and in September everyone's gonna get back to work. So lots of people on the road, so lots of time to listen to audiobooks. And I don't know what it is about, except that on the cover there is a girl with a little cat, and it takes place in Edinburgh. So I think that's because she has some kind of abilities. She can see ghosts or whatever. I don't know much about it, but hopefully it's good. Then we have arithmancy, numbers. So you have to read a book with a number in the title. And I was like, what? I asked for your help, and actually so many of you gave me so many options, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm dumb. But I actually have one book that fits that prompt on my TBR, on my shelves, that is not Six of Crows, and it is Deviate by J. Christoph, because yes, there is a 3 over there, and I guess it's kind of a 1, yes. So yeah, this is a sequel to Lifelike. It's a YA sci-fi kind of book. I want to say so many retellings in it, but apparently I'm the only one thinking that, so I'm not gonna say that. It has to do with androids, robots, some kind of family secrets, and blah blah blah. I really loved all the characters, to be honest. I really loved everything about that book, so I'm really excited to dive into that one. Then we have Astronomy, Reading Under the Stars. And for that, you have to read that book at night. So I'm guessing in my bed at the end of the day, when I'm done with work and when I'm done with life, whatever. So yeah, it was easy to pick. And for that, I'm gonna read Daughter of the Siren Crane, because I love Daughter of the Pirate King so much that I read it in no time. It was super fast, super enjoyable. I loved it so much that I want to read that one, and especially because it's gonna be a fast read, I think. So I'm really excited about that one. So the first book, if you don't know what it is about, is the story of a girl who gets captured by someone, but it was actually on purpose because she wants to get on that ship, because apparently the guy has some kind of map that she needs, and she wants to get it in order to please her father, who is a pirate king. And it's so, I don't know, I loved it. I loved it. I know I love everything piracy kind of thing, but I just love the characters. I loved everything was like not relatable because it's not relatable to have pirates or whatever in my, in my day-to-day life, but I loved everything about it. It was like believable. Yeah, that's what I meant. Believable. And I really loved it. I had a good time reading that book. So hopefully it will be the same with that one. Care of Magical Creatures. The Beast. You have to read a book with an animal on the cover. And for that I picked Muse of Nightmares by Laini Taylor. It has been a long time since I got that book and I wanted to read it for so long. As I said in another video, I'm so scared to start that book, not because it is a chunker, but because apparently it has to do with romance, 90% of the book, and I'm not into romance. But I don't know. I really love Strange Dreamer though, so I'm really curious about that one. I really hope I will enjoy it. Like, I mean, even if I don't enjoy the story, I think I'm gonna love the writing style because Laini Taylor's writing style is something else. Charms, something new and unexpected. Something that is kinda new to you book. And for that, I'm gonna go with Half-Blood by Jennifer L. Armentrout, I think. And this book has been recommended to me by a friend, Alex, and I have no idea what to expect from that book. I just want to read it because it is her all-time favorite series, and I'm really curious, and I want to read it because I want to read all your favorite books, and she's a friend of mine, so I'm so curious. So hopefully I will like it. I really hope so. So yeah, I cannot wait to read that one. Let me know in the comment section if you've read that one because I know nothing about it. I think it has to do with some kind of paranormal fantasy kind of thing. Defense Against the Dark Arts Cannot Last, a book that you've previously put down, and for that it's gonna be Cress by Marissa Meyer. I started that book, I was 2 or 3 chapters in, and I put it down just because I needed to read other books, not because it wasn't good. So I'm gonna pick that one, and it is basically a retelling. It's sci-fi, YA sci-fi. It is the 3rd book in the Lunar Chronicles series. I loved the first one, Cinder. I loved the second one, Scarlet. So hopefully I will love that one as well. Then Divination, The Future. A book that you think will be a 5 stars, so a 5-star prediction. And let me tell you, that's really scary. I overhyped books in my head. I expect so much from some books, but I'm always scared to say I think that's gonna be a 5 stars. It doesn't make any sense, I know, but yeah. And for that, actually, I don't know which book to pick, so you're gonna pick for me. So first I have Beneath the Citadel by Destiny Soraya, and then I Just by L.S. Larson. So I really want to read that one because I forgot what it was about, but it has a skull on the cover. It sounds really intriguing with citadels, and it gives me that French vibes, like in a city governed by prophecies, can 4 powerful friends rewrite fate? I'm really intrigued by it. And then you have I don't know if it's the right time for me to read that one just because I want to vlog my reading experience about that book, because actually I have an app and you can read the book for free through the app, or you can do both, like have the paperback version of the book and the app, and then you can actually scan the pictures and you can make them move. So it's like the future of reading, like it's after the ebooks and the audiobooks, like you can actually make the story like alive kind of thing. So I really want to film a reading vlog for that one, but at the same time I want to read it ASAP. So I really don't know. And it is a sci-fi YA book and it just sounds awesome. So yeah, kind of makes me think of Ender, the Ender game kind of vibes, or the Final Six kind of thing. So I'm really intrigued. But yeah, let me know which one I should read. Then we have Flying, which is Fly High. Read your most anticipated book. So I'm usually not like waiting for books to come out because I always tend to forget about them. So thank you, Goodreads. Thank you, app, reminders app kind of thing. But I found an answer to that question, and that's gonna be Soul of Stars by Ashley Poston. So this is a sequel to Heart of Iron, yes, and I loved I loved that sci-fi. It is a YA sci-fi book, a retelling of the Anastasia story, you know, the Romanov Russian family, and I loved every single bit of it. I wanted to be part of that crew because there is some kind of crew, a space crew, who's gonna find the girl in the space, like drifting there with a robot, with an android. And it's so interesting, the interaction that you have between the robots and the humans, and then all the conspiracy and the politics and the secrets, everything. I loved everything about that book, but especially the crew, because you have the captain is actually a woman and she's married to another woman. So I really loved that kind of vibes, and she was sassy, etc. I really love that book. So if you want to try like YA sci-fi books, I should probably film like a YA sci-fi recommendation video, because I have so many for you. My favorite genre is sci-fi, and I don't read enough of it. So really, if you're a newbie with sci-fi, start with that book. It was amazing. Then you have herbology, caring. So read a book that is close to your heart. And for that, it's gonna be such an obvious answer, but I'm gonna pick Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. I forgot which one it was. But yeah, because I want to reread all the books. Every single year I reread all the Harry Potter books actually. But I started the first one. I don't know why I didn't pick up the second one yet. So I'm gonna do that now. You all know what it is about. If you don't know, this is Harry Potter. We're gonna follow the story of a guy who one day discovers that he has magic and that he is a wizard, a very famous wizard. So he's gonna go to Hogwarts, the best magical school ever. He's gonna meet friends and he's gonna get in trouble a lot, but you're gonna follow his adventures, etc. It's amazing, and this one is the second one, so yeah. Then we have History of Magic, so historical, and for that you have to read a book from another generation. I don't know which book I'm gonna read. I was thinking about Frankenstein or Dracula or The Portrait of Dorian Gray kind of thing. I don't know which one I want to read, because I want to read a classic, or maybe I should read a classic that I haven't read yet. So let me know down below if you have any suggestions. Or I don't know, we're thinking at one point to reread a book by Alexandre Dumas, which is actually Count of Monte Cristo, which is my favorite series of all time. So yes, usually I'm going to talk about Harry Potter or Aragon or Narnia or the Wayward Children series or blah blah blah. But that classic series is one of my all-time favorites. That's why I don't like the question which series is actually your favorite, because I want to answer my favorite in sci-fi, my favorite in classics, my favorite in fantasy, my favorite in historical fictions, my favorite adult sci-fi, etc. I prefer to answer that questions with genres than just a general question, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the book that you're gonna pick for me. Basically, that's it. Thank you, Wolves. Then Muggle Studies, Blending In. You have to read a hyped book. And for that, I'm gonna pick the book that I'm gonna read for a group better read, and this is Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare. I don't know what it is about, I just know that I have to read that book in order to continue with the Mortal Instruments series. Am I enjoying the series so far? But we have fun reading it all together, so that's good. Potions. Mixing. Read a book that you will not usually pick up. And for that, that's gonna be easy, because I'm gonna pick, I don't know if it's allowed or not, but we have a group read. All the Slytherins are gonna read the same book, and it is Wilder Girls. And usually I would not pick that book just because first it's not a YA fantasy, a YA sci-fi, or an adult sci-fi fantasy, whatever. It's not in a genre that I usually pick, but it is a group read. I'm curious about it because actually it's more horror than contemporary book. So I'm like, yeah, why not? Let's read it all together. Maybe I will enjoy it. That's not something that I would have naturally pick up, because I saw that book and I was like, no, that's not for me. So that fits the prompt. Hopefully it's not against the rules, but yeah. from what I understood, it's a bunch of teenagers, girls, stuck on an island because they actually go to school there and something's gonna happen, some kind of disease or monster or whatever, and they're gonna get scared. Obviously, stuff will happen and it's gonna be horror-ish, thriller-ish, mystery-ish kind of book. So I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued now, but if it wasn't for that readathon, I don't think I would have ever picked it up. So yeah, study of ancient runes. Ancients. Read a classic book, a classic novel, whatever. For that, it's gonna be an obvious as well. I'm not gonna go for a classic, like classic that was written 100 years ago, but I consider that book a classic, and it is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. So for me, Harry Potter has become a classic, as long as Narnia, as long as Aragon, as long as We Were Children series, as long as The Peculiar School for Peculiar Children or whatever. I haven't read that one, I don't remember. But you know, the books that everyone seems to have read, or everyone knows about, but not everyone has read it, like as long as the Mortal Instruments series or whatever, you know, those kind of classic Hunger Games or vampires, like, what's the name of it? Twilight kind of thing. For me, those are classics. I don't know if I'm right, I don't know if I'm wrong, but whatever. Then for Transfiguration, change, you have to read the last book that you bought. It's on its way. I don't have it here, but it's on its way. I bought it, so it's gonna be Death Note, but volume 4. This is volume 3. I ordered volume 4, so this is a manga, should be fast read, but it's a chunker as well. Like, it's not, it's gonna take more than 2, 3, 4 hours to read it, but I love it. I love it. I don't care. I just want to read it. So yeah, wolves, I just told you all the books that I was planning on reading for that readathon, for that Hogwarts house battles. That will never happen. There is no way I'm gonna read all the books, but let's just try and have fun with the community, because after all, that's all that matters, and that's all what I'm trying to do, you know, have fun with other book nerds kind of thing, you know. So yeah, I really hope to get to as many books as I can. Obviously, life is gonna happen. I'm gonna have to work and blah, 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 but it doesn't matter. And I'm gonna stop rambling here. Let me know if you're participating in that readathon. What's your house? I'm a Slytherin, obviously. Like, if I don't say it every single day, I don't know where you've been. Like, you probably hear me talking about it every single day. And Mooney is a Hufflepuff, just in case. Just in case. Let me know if you're gonna participate as well. What's your house? Then below, link your TBR video. Let me know which book you're gonna read, and please help me figure out some of my TBR books, like some of the books I will need to read for that readathons. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna leave you here, wolves. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to be a part of the pack. Talk to me in the comment section as usual, and until next time, take care, wolves. Bye.